What is up, back here with another YouTube video, and in case you cannot tell by the title below, this video will be a video where I share my honest thoughts and opinions on someone or something going on in this wacky, weird wrestling world. As you can tell by the title below, this one will be about why Adam Edge Copeland is legitimately my all-time favorite wrestler, and I would love to know who is your favorite wrestler and why. Down in the comments below. While you are down there, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Of course you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. And when it comes to, for the sake of this video, I know that he goes by Adam Copeland in AEW, but in my head, he's still Edge. So I'm going to reference him as that. Whenever I say that he's my favorite wrestler of all time, I kind of get weird looks like, oh, really? Like, this isn't, not necessarily, I would say it as a bit, but it's like, I started watching in 2004. You had John Cena, Randy Orton, Batista, Rey Mysterio all coming up kind of deal. They were all on the main roster for give or take a year and a half at that point, maybe 2 years, because I started watching in early 04. But there was something about, and then people would be like, oh, Cena in that group, what about Shawn Michaels or Triple H, or to a certain extent Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, RVD might have been with WWE at that time. What about all of these other guys? It's like Edge, it just clicked in my head, because yeah, Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero were my first two favorites watching back in January of 04, and then for the next 2 or so months I would watch pretty much SmackDown just for them. And I forget why I watched the Raw after WrestleMania 20, but it might have been March break, spring break, whatever you would want to call it, and I was able to watch it. Edge returned. He hit the spear on Eric Bischoff. I asked one of my older siblings, who's this guy? Who's this blondie kind of deal? And they explained, oh, it's Edge. He's from Toronto. He was out for like a year and a, maybe not a year and a half, but over a year with a broken neck, and that was his return. And it just, again, like I mentioned earlier, just clicked in my head that, like, yeah, Ray and Eddie made me want to tune in, but Edge made me not want to miss an episode. Granted, I was 10 years old by mid-March of 04, could not watch Raw live, so I would watch The Experience, which is like a 1 hour episode every Sunday that pretty much recapped the highlights of the week before for Raw and SmackDown, and then I would watch SmackDown live on Thursdays and whatnot. But Edge, he, like I said, it clicked in my head, and then for the years, 7 or so years after that, the character development that he's had is more than arguably Cena, arguably Batista, arguably Randy Orton, for sure Rey Mysterio, and again, one of my 3 favorites of all time. Eddie Guerrero might have challenged Edge for character development, but that's over a shorter period of time. But yeah, like, without Edge, I don't know for sure if I would have really tuned into WWE post Eddie's passing in November of 2005. And I kind of, it's one of those ripple effects, like, if Edge hadn't returned that episode, who knows if I would have been a fan. If I wasn't a fan, I would have not met some pretty amazing people in and outside of wrestling, because wrestling made me a better human and all of that stuff. But yeah, Edge, legitimately my all-time favorite wrestler. Would love to know what yours is down in the comments below, and hopefully an explanation why and all of that fun stuff. But yeah, that's it for this one. Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, turn on post notification. Of course, you don't have to if you don't want to, but it would mean a lot to myself if you did. More importantly, hope you guys are doing okay mentally, emotionally, and physically.
The world that we tend to make up is nothing but a fantasy until you wake up. I feel like I'm just lying to myself, yeah. Cause I just crossed the line like I'm playing offside. I do it how I want and I'ma do it till I die. Feel like I'm just lying to myself, but it's